What's up guys, Gorilla Geek, and today is an introduction on how to install a base station antenna. No matter where it be, at your home, a big ass tower like this one. I'm like 80 feet up in the air on a mountain that's 4,000 feet high with a fantastic view of California. Yep, it's not so bad once you're strapped in. See the harness gear that I got. A bit of protection. Glasses. And I'm going to install this thing here. Alright. So that backup antenna is mounted. So all I got to do now is connect the cable, the transmission cable, and weatherproof it. The most important thing to do is to weatherproof this thing by far. I want to start from the bottom and work my way up. This is vertical. This is the top. This is the bottom. Start from the bottom to the top. So as you wrap around, when they overlap like a roof shingles, one on top of the other. So if it rains, it doesn't collect on the seams. It'll just slick right off, kind of like roof shingles. So I don't know how well this is picking the overlap, but it's one on top of the other, going downwards. So this is your base layer for all you home guys. What you could do after this is you could apply silicone over this, a nice coat of silicone, wait till it dries, then wrap it again with electrical tape. What I'm going to use is rubber self-adhesive tape around this, on top of this. Always have a base of electrical tape first, then your silicone or self-adhesive tape or tar tape, and then I'm going to work my way upwards again so it'll overlap like roof shingles like I intended it. I'm just doing a double wrap. Started from the top, one layer, and I'm going back up again for a second layer with the right orientation of the tape. So there's the final product. Started from here, did one ply, and went back up for the second ply for the final electrical tape around the rubber tape below this, or silicone in your case. And it's extreme because the weather up here could get really extreme. Snow, ice, below zero temperatures in a moment's notice. Not to mention a lot of wind and rain. So it's got to withstand the elements. Take a look at how I tie wrap the cable to the structure. I double wrap the cable itself, and then I wrap it around the pipe with one tie wrap. That's so the cable doesn't rest on the pipe, it rests on the tie wrap itself. So with wind and all that, it won't rub against the cable and cut your cable. And I've seen that happen once or twice, and this is like a degree of buffer zone there. So basically just come around like this, then come around again on the pipe itself, and then the rest of the slack I wrap around the pipe itself. If you notice the loop on the bottom of the antenna base, that's what you call a drip loop. So when it rains and water starts to collect, it'll collect on the loop itself and not on the transmission line where it could pull and cause corrosion and stuff. So that's a good thing to have. Here's a better example of a drip loop. There's the antenna. As a matter of fact, that's the antenna to my digital repeater for APRS. I got a repeater up here for that. And there's the transmission line. The connector is right there. There's a vertical pipe, actually horizontal pipe. There's a drip loop, so when it rains and everything, it'll just drip down to the bottom there and drip away from our connections over here. And that's how you install a base antenna, whether it be at your home, a tower like this, hilltop, or something expedient, an emergency antenna or something. The biggest key is weatherproofing your transmission cable and grounding out that cable. So that right there is a lightning arrestor. So if the tower gets hit by lightning, this is like a big ass fuse to stop it, and it's connected to ground, to earth ground. So instead of the electricity from the lightning bolt going to your equipment and blowing it up and maybe killing you because you're over there transmitting or whatever, it's going to stop right there and go to the ground. There's also other points where the transmission line is connected to ground on the tower and outside on the ground rod as well. I forgot to mention the importance of having a ground on your transmission line. The antenna itself, not only to protect against, oh crap, shut up. Okay, not only it's important for lightning strikes and to shunt all that electricity into ground, it also prevents the antenna and transmission line from building up static electrical charge. You know, like when you rub your feet on your, carpet and you zap your kids with it and stuff. That same thing happens on a tower, but with much greater electricity being built up. So what could happen is the electricity could discharge back into your radio equipment and damage it, or give you a pretty nasty little zap. That's only for like long, like 100 feet of transmission cable or so like that, but it's always a good thing to ground out your system. And like I said, this device here is called a polyphaser. They're wideband as well, so you could cover a whole lot of frequencies with this thing here. And I've seen lightning strikes, the equipment would survive, but the transmission line would fizzle like a fuse. So I think it's expensive. I think it's like $100 or something like that. I'm not sure. I'll look and see and put the price down in the comments. So there you have it.